Good morning. Thank you very much for welcoming me. This is my first time at the Security Council. I think some of you know me, but I'll just introduce myself. I'm Jonathan Allen. I'm the Ambassador here and Deputy Perm Rep for the UK, and I'm looking forward to working with you. May I start, though, by condemning in the strongest terms the attacks we've seen in Burkina Faso and in Mali over the last couple of days. Those attacks can never be justified. We condemn terrorism in all its forms, and particularly condemn attacks on the peacekeepers that we in this council send to do the work they do, the brave people out there. So I wanted to start by saying that on behalf of the UK. Today, of course, we're here to hear about an update on the work of the Group of Five, the task force in the Sahel, which we support very strongly. It's doing some really important work, tackling terrorism, organised crime and people trafficking. Now, the UK is supporting that, of course, not only here in the UN, but also on the ground through training and through our European Union work as well. So I'm looking forward to hearing on progress so far and in giving my support to the activities going on. Thank you.
Ambassador, on Central African Republic, a group of NGOs have sent a letter to the Secretary General asking him to do more, saying the situation is critical. Are you aware of the letter? What's the UK? Are you going to ask for a meeting or anything in the Council on it? Or?
So I have to tell you, honestly, I'm not aware of that letter. We obviously are following closely what's going on in the Central African Republic, and we too are concerned about the trajectory we're seeing. So I look forward to discussing that with colleagues over the next few days.
On Yemen, there's a petition to the Secretary General about the death of children, largely by the Saudi-led coalition. So I wonder, what's the UK's position on the children in armed conflicts list? Should the Saudi-led coalition be listed again? Should the list be frozen, as some have said it will be? What's your view?
So on Yemen, of course, we're going to be discussing that issue later this week. We've got an opportunity to talk to the SRSG there. I mean, we're going to be focusing very much, I think, on Friday on the humanitarian side. And of course, we would always say that all sides should avoid any attacks on civilians, any civilian casualties, any children being involved. So we'll be making that clear.
The North Koreans say that they may be holding off on any potential strike on Guam, that they're going to watch U.S. behavior. Is there an early British analysis of North Korea's apparent decision to step back from the break?
The key thing we want to see is North Korea adhering to the very clear and unanimous international position that's been set out here in this Council and globally, that it should comply with international law, comply with the UN Security Council resolutions, and implement those resolutions. So that's what we're going to be focusing on and monitoring. Thank you very much, everybody.
Ida has quit.